Hi, this is Mike from Printware. I'm here today with Eric from Hurt Solutions to talk a little bit about emblems. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So why should a decorator consider emblem design as part of their embroidery services?
Well, it's a nice thing that you can add on to your embroidery service. A lot of people, they'll do, our industry does caps, our industry does upper chest logos. That's the majority of embroidery that most people do. So when you're doing emblems and patches, you're actually starting to do something a little bit different than what is the norm in the industry, which kind of gives you that cutting edge. A lot of people shy away from the emblems or the patches, and if you start doing it, that's a way to get that business, and if you get that business, you're going to get more business.
Sure. So are there certain niches or markets that you can really zero in on with emblem design?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, you've always got the uniform market. A lot of uniform companies, they want to have just patches and emblems to go on as opposed to actually embroidering on the garment. And then also, what's really a big niche nowadays is a lot of people want patches on hats. Putting patches on hats, it's a little more challenging, but once you learn how to do it, you can actually upcharge everybody. So when everybody else is just doing regular embroidery on a hat, now you're actually going to do embroidery with an emblem on the hat and give it a more type of distressed, rustic look to it, which is kind of nice.
So that kind of leads me to this question: how can someone use emblem design as an upsell or an add-on to an existing transaction?
Absolutely, and that's just like what we kind of talked about. Most people can do, if you want to embroider a name and a title, they just embroider it right on the shirt. And if that person leaves, they still have that shirt that they really can't give to anybody anymore.
Sure.
However, if you do some type of patch or an emblem, you can take that patch off. That shirt now goes to the next employee where you can put it on, or maybe their title changes. They used to be an assistant manager, now they're a manager. You can just change the manager portion of that emblem from assistant to an actual manager without having to get them a whole nother shirt. So it kind of opens up a whole nother market. Now, of course, you want to try to sell as many patches as you can, but now they can actually order the patch as opposed to just saying, you know what, we're not going to get them a shirt this time. They're okay with what they have. Now they're just changing the emblem on it, which is nice.
And are there certain supplies or pieces of equipment that a shop is going to have to keep on hand in addition to their existing equipment to do emblem design?
Yeah, so when you do your own patches, a lot of people, when it comes to patches and emblems, they order in blank and then they embroider on top of them. That's how most people do, and they already have that mirrored edge. Very few people actually make their own patch themselves, and if you are going to make your own patch, you have to get a mirror machine because it's going to get that nice round edge around it, so then you can make it any size you want. You don't have to order a certain amount of type. And then the other thing you have to look for is you need some type of industrial sewing machine. Aside from the embroidery machine, especially if you want to sew it down on hats, you can do it with the embroidery machine. It's just a lot more complicated to do it as opposed to having an industrial sewing machine to sew these patches onto whatever you're sewing it, whether it be a jacket back, whether it be an upper chest, whether it be a hat, whether it be a duffel bag. You can do it with embroidery machines and you kind of use it as a sewing machine, or you could actually get a sewing machine and then use that for all your patch applications, for sure.
Perfect. Thanks again for your time today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right.
For more videos like this, make sure to visit printwaremag.com.